Yo, what's up, what's up? This is B-Boy Shadow representing Montreal, Canada. I'm with my man Nino Meneses, and this is Breaking.
Yeah.
My name is Simon, and my B-Boy name is Shadow. I've been breaking for around 9-10 years. I've been breaking. I started when I was 8 years old, and I'm currently 17. My parents put me in it when I was a kid. I never liked it. I never liked it until I was around 13. Yep, 13. Really started getting into it. I started watching a lot of the Red Bull competitions, a lot of the Monster Energy competitions, a bunch of other competitions that are held worldwide, and that's what got me really interested in breaking. So in breaking, I would say there are two big classes in breaking, and that would be signature moves and foundation moves. I'll start with signature moves. So signature moves are moves that you make yourself. It's you. It's what makes you you. It's everything that you create. Whereas on the other side, foundation moves are what's been in the book since the beginning. So everything that was created by the old school, which would be them, has now become the norm for everyone to do. So now it's considered a foundation. So what is foundation? So foundation is the steps and stones that you need to take before moving on to the next level. In our foundation, we have many levels of foundation. So we have our top rock, which is when you're standing. And then we have footwork. And footwork would be when you're on the ground and you're moving your feet around, taking steps on the floor. And then we have power moves. And power moves are what excites everyone. Power moves are like people spinning on their head, people spinning on their back, jumping on their hands, all that kind of stuff. There's also freezes, which is another thing. So freeze is when you stop. So you just stop and you hold yourself in the air in some kind of pose. That's what a freeze is. And then there's a stance, similar to a freeze, but it doesn't. You don't need to do anything tough. It's just style. So you can just stop and show your style. Another thing, when you're done, you have the go up, which is like the go down, but you're going up. That's it. So my main inspirations to break are my teachers, my mentors. So my teacher is B-Girl Lynx, fantastic teacher. Dr. Step from Legs Crew, he's one of my mentors. All my friends around me, B-Boy Beden, B-Boy Blitz, B-Boy Nino Soldado. Yeah, those are a couple B-boys that inspired me. And watching competitions on the internet and live are things that inspire me, because I always see people coming up with new things, new moves, and it's really motivational for me to get better. So when I break, it's a stress reliever. So say I had a really bad day or I've had a lot of stress. Say I'm very angry, I'm angry at something, right? So I'd put on like heavy hip hop and I would just dance to that and I'd feel better after that. Throw some harder moves. Like it's the same thing with boxing, like when you punch a punching bag, right? You're letting out anger or emotion or something, right? Putting your stress onto the floor. You're letting it out in a positive way, an artistic way, and a creative way. What did I gain from breaking? I'd say I learned a lot about myself. Breaking's about being yourself. It's not about following a trend. It's not about doing what everyone else is doing. It's about being yourself, making your own moves, finding your own goals, being yourself. It helped me find myself more, how I want to deal with people, how I want to train. It showed me what hard working was, and so many other things. So the life of a b-boy would be training. That'd be the number one thing. So you train. Some people train every other day, once a week. Me personally, I train 2 hours every day, repeatedly. On the weekends, I go compete, and on Sundays, I think to myself what I can do to improve myself.
Why is b-boy considered underground?
Why is b-boying underground? So the reason why b-boying is underground is because that's how a lot of people want it to be kept. A lot of people want it to be kept underground because that goes back to the history. Where did breaking come from? Breaking came from the Bronx, right? And who made breaking? Gangs. Gangs made breaking. And why they made it was to get away from violence. Instead of solving problems with violence, they would solve their problems by dancing. And it was an art. It was an art form for people to express themselves, not a sport, right? Because a sport, it's not about expressing, right? Whereas in art, it's about expressing, right? So when you say why is breaking underground, that means like why isn't breaking a sport? That's basically your question. And to answer that, it's because people want it to be kept an art and not sport. Because if it goes too big, like this year, it's in the Olympics, the Youth Olympics in Rio de Janeiro, 2018. Personally, my opinion, I think it's good. I think it's very good that breaking's being made bigger because a lot of people deserve way more credit than they deserve. Yeah.
So describe breaking in one word.
Sharing. When you break, you express. You share what you made, what you're thinking, how you're feeling with everyone around you. The crowd, judges, if you're battling, opponents, everyone. You're sharing you. You're expressing yourself.
How do you see breaking in the next 5 years?
I think it's going to get bigger and bigger. I think it's going to become more and more commercial, less underground. Like in the past 5 years, we've been seeing more events hosted by Red Bull, events hosted by Monster Energy, events hosted by the Olympics, in which I've actually been a part of some of them. Not the Olympics, no Monster Jams, but I've been a part of Red Bull events. But yeah, I think it's going to get a lot bigger than it is now.